All right, good afternoon, everyone. Today is the 6th day of June, 2013. Let's go over the results quickly, and then we'll get into the trades, okay? Now, this morning we had, I already typed it in. We had plus 10 on the Russell, we had minus 8 on crude, plus 14 on gold, minus 8 on copper. We did trade soybeans. Yeah, we did trade soybeans, but actually, no, we didn't trade soybeans. Now that I think about it, we didn't have a single trade on soybeans. And that was it. It took us 43 minutes and 9 trades to get to $120, which is more than the equivalent of 2 ES points. Okay. On the day so far, on the week so far, on the month so far, we are up $1,007.50 in the 4 days, for the 4 days of the month of June so far. Okay. Today wasn't a great day for us. We did a lot of trading, and we didn't make a lot of money. A lot of times when we place a lot of trades, we placed 16 trades today, and oftentimes when we place that many trades, we'll have made a substantial amount. Today wasn't one of those days. We did end up the day green. We did get our 2 points, so the line is green. But we started off the day. I think we started off the day okay. A break-even trade, I think. Anyway, I'll get into all that. If you have not taken a free trial with us, go to www.cfrn.net/apply. All right, /apply. Sign up for the free trial. In the free trial, you get access to our live trading room and everything that you see here. There's a video in there that shows you how to download the indicators from the indicator store. It shows you how to download the charting platform. When you download the charting platform from DT Pro, from Daniels Trading's website, you're going to be sent an email from Daniels Trading that has your login ID and password in it. All right, that does not come from us. That comes from them. And that will be in your email somewhere, in a spam folder or in your regular email. All right, once you get logged on, then you can download the indicators from the indicator store. It's really pretty simple if you follow it in the video, but I'll just do it right here. You right-click on the charts, on any chart. Right-click, go to indicators, and down here it says indicator store. Okay. If you click on that, it'll bring up another window. Looks like this. Find the thing that says CFRN indicator set. Right-click on that and click on install. It installs it. You have to log off, log back on. It may automatically log you off and log you back on. Either way, that's how you do it. All right. If you need help after that, you can call Bert and Leslie at 866-928-3310. That number's in the email that you get. Again, it's 866-928-3310, and they'll help you out. Or if you want my layout, just send me a quick email at support@cfrn.net, and I will send you my layout. All right. Let's get into the trades now. A reminder for everyone, if you're on the trial right now and you want to get into the partners meeting tonight, we have some of our partners are really killing it with gold and with the Russell right now, and I will go over what they're doing in the live trading. I'm not in live trading room, in the partners meeting tonight. You must be a partner to get into that partners meeting. Okay, you must be a partner to get into the partners meeting. On this move that just happened here on the way down, Andrew, I'm not sure if one of the things. Well, anyway. You would have snagged it from way up here, okay? Way up here. I mean, that was a valid trade setup anyway, but you could have snagged it there and again over here and here and here and here. So on this move down, I don't know if he had already done it, but I know he said he was up about $4,500 per contract this week, trading just the Russell. Today, if he grabbed all this from this huge move down that just happened, I don't know if he did, and I don't think he's out there in the audience. Let me just scroll up and see. He lives in England, so he probably isn't. Actually, he lives in France. But anyway, 71.5 would have been his first entry up here, and I'll go into all that tonight in the partners meeting. But I'm sure he probably would have just picked up, could have just picked up probably another $1,000 right there today per contract. Anyway, last month we were up $6,292.50 per contract. this month I got my work cut out for me. I got to have some good days here to get up to that number again. Today is the 6th day of June. Yeah, it's the 6th day of June, so I do have my work cut out for me. We only have 15, 16 trading days left for me. We can do it. I'm pretty confident we can get up there. But that is gone. Now I'm going to show you crude oil, right? On crude today, we only had one trade that we actually took. I missed a whole bunch of trades, but we had one trade that I actually did get filled on. And actually, two trades. I had one break-even trade. Let me update my spreadsheet. Okay, there. Sorry. I got to keep that thing accurate. Yeah, on the ES, I'll show you the ES stuff in just a minute. No, why don't I show you the ES right now? Because ES is really tanking right here. All right. On the ES, on the way down right here, we got to find our weekly trading zones first. Our zones are right in here, but let me flip to a 5-minute. There it is right there, 1608 and 1607. Okay, I'm going to drop back to a 4-tick range, and there they are. All right. The opportunity to get into this short on the ES was actually right here. What you would have been doing when you had the bearish divergence down here, you would have drawn a trend line up the bottoms like that. A down close right there was the spot to enter that short. It was right there. Now, you could have entered there. You could have entered again over here on this bar right here. Okay, you could have entered again over here on this bar. I'll extend that because you could enter it on that bar or that bar. And the last entry would have been right over here. Okay, on the ES. I know Dwayne was talking a lot about that in the last few minutes here. And on the smaller time frame, when you knock that hourly chart down to a smaller time frame, those would have been the spots where you'd enter. Okay. This morning in the live trading room, I only pointed out one trade on the ES. It was this one right here. All right, and that did go up, went up a couple of points. That was pretty much it. Right now, you have a little bit of bullish divergence. You had good bullish divergence over here, but price hadn't pulled away from the BBC. So, using our rules, our 4 steps, we didn't get step 4. We didn't get step 2. Okay. Let's see. I've covered the ES. There's not really much more to do on the ES. On this big move down, there was opportunity to trade it right in there. All right, you're going to see on all these markets that just had big moves, there will have been many opportunities to trade. Okay, BBC is bull bear cross. That's what that stands for, Jeff. BBC. You'll see the BBC on every single chart. Every single chart, you will see the BBC. All right. The green line right here is the BBC. We use the same indicators on every market that we trade on. We use the same indicators. We use the same time frame. We use the same trade setups. We use the same risk. We use everything the same. Everything the same across all these markets. Okay. Now I had started pointing out here on crude oil. I don't know why I have an arrow over there. But I had started pointing out here on crude oil the trade setups that happened this morning. I didn't take many. Okay, so I'm just going to glaze over this right here where I didn't take too many. Right here there was a bearish cross, tested the BBC with a down close and a red cycle. There was a shorting opportunity right in there. It would have been a break-even trade for me. Everything moved up, and then everything moved down. So there was no opportunity in there. Everything moved up, and let's see, you would have drawn a trend line up the bottoms, looking for a down close before the black line got above it, and it didn't happen. So it got pretty choppy in here. And there was no opportunity in there until way over here, 9:45. There was a shorting opportunity right there. I missed that. Then there was a long opportunity in here, 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 here. I missed all those. There was no divergence down here for the long side. Okay. Change directions. There was a shorting opportunity off the BBC right here. I missed that. I started looking at it, but it just wasn't giving us the trades. You see, I started drawing the trend lines in. So I'm sure I was occupied with something else at that point. I think I traded a lot of gold today, so I was probably watching a lot of the gold. I shorted in here, took a break even. I don't know why I have an extra arrow in there, but I shorted in here and I took a stop out on that. I think I was trying to show something with that one. But I shorted right over here and I stopped out on it. That was my -8 on gold, on crude oil. I had drawn this in because at the time I drew it in. I was saying we need to get a lower swing below that level to continue the trend. We did get the lower swing, but the trend didn't continue anyway. It rolled over and it started to move up, and that was the last opportunity in the live trading room this morning. Okay? Everything is proprietary, Jeff. Everything. Okay? Now, just recently in all this stuff that's been happening with the other markets, the crude oil, well, it had a shorting opportunity right here. Had a shorting opportunity right in there, then you need a lower swing. It's in a spot right now where it could go short relatively soon. You would need to close below that trend line. Okay? It's not there yet, but it's close. Now, the Russell. Let's see. Now, the Russell, we had... I'll get to that. Yeah, we had I don't know how many trades do we have on the Russell. We had a few trades on the Russell here. All right, we'll start right out over here this morning. We had a break-even trade was our first trade. We missed that one. We missed that one. So there were two more trades after that that ended up working out. We got a break-even on the first one. I didn't have an entry in here, but I know Andrew did. The fella in England who I'm going to go over. You know, he had a long trade down here. Okay, he had a long trade way down there. And he wrote it out for 48 ticks. There were in here. I didn't highlight any shorting opportunities in here because right in here was a shorting opportunity. I didn't highlight it, but it was right in there. That would have stopped you out if you had taken that trade right there. Let me highlight it so you can see it. That down close right there was a down close below the trend line with bearish divergence. Okay. If I draw that trend line really carefully, we'll see if the trade, yeah, that's definitely the way that it would have been. There was a down close over here. Would have gotten that back. A down close over here that I actually took. It looks like I took a tick profit on that. I drew in this level right here. I said this is bottoming action right here. We need to get down below that or we're going to change directions. Clearly we changed directions, and Andrew caught that one too. Andy caught this one. Andy caught this one. And Andy caught this one and this one. This is where I started shorting it over here. Okay, I got short in here. I took a little bit of profit. I got short in here. I took a little bit of profit. I got short in here. I took a little bit of profit. All right, I missed this trade, and I think there was... Yeah, that's the one that I missed. Okay, it changed directions over here and started moving up. After the direction change and the upward movement, there was an opportunity to enter long. It looks like, no, it wasn't there. I was looking for a close up above this trend line, so there was no opportunity on the long side. Changed directions again, and there was a shorting opportunity right in here. All right, I missed that one, clearly. Changed directions again, and it got really choppy. There were no opportunities in there. Changed directions again, and there was a shorting opportunity here. Now, I know some of you might say, well, that's above the green line. Why is that a shorting opportunity? It's a shorting opportunity because the black line, right here, the black step line, is not above the BBC. When that gets up above the BBC, you stop looking for trades in that direction. Okay? You had bearish divergence, just a little bit of it, but you did have bearish divergence with a down close after it tested the BBC. So if we go to this picture, there's your bearish cross. Oh, wait a minute. Now I see why I didn't do that. Let me take all that back. There's your bearish cross. Okay, right there is your bearish cross. But we missed step 2. Price didn't pull away. Okay, over here was the first opportunity. Whew. I missed that one too. There was the first opportunity. There wouldn't have been any other ones in here because we didn't put in a lower swing until down here. Okay, so no other entries to go short in there. I got long in here, took some profit. I got long in here, took a stop out. I missed that. I missed that. And that was pretty much it with the Russell. Now I just wanted to show you here when it just tanked here a few minutes ago while Dwayne was talking. I'm not going to go into the stuff that I'm going to go into in the partners meeting tonight, but there was a shorting opportunity right here. Now in that shorting opportunity right there, I probably would have gotten 10 or 12, maybe 15 ticks out of that. There was nothing in here because we lost our divergence. Nothing in here because we didn't have any. Then we got our divergence back over here. Okay, so there was another opportunity to short over here. Right in here. All right. And that would have captured that whole move down. It changed directions in here, and you see how the black line got below the BBC, so you're not looking for long trades in there anymore. Okay, well, actually, right in here would have been a long trade. I would have gotten a break even on that because the next bar went 4 ticks profit, then came back. It would have stopped me out at break even. It looks like there was a long opportunity right here that went sideways, and that would have still been going right now. Okay, right there. If I draw the trend line down like that, actually it would have been this blue bar, this first blue bar, would have been the long opportunity in there. All right, and that's the Russell. That's the Russell on the day. Now, I have to move it along pretty quick here because it's 12:45, and I took a lot of trades in gold. I took one trade in copper, I believe, but I took nothing in soybeans, so I guess it's not that bad. Let me try that again. This is what I meant to do. All right. So in gold here, just in the last few minutes, when Dwayne was talking, gold really jumped around a lot. Now, when gold gets really jumpy, sometimes it's hard to trade because it'll move, it'll just jump away from you, and it'll move to some point and then just ricochet right back to your entry point. So if you miss the entry, you don't take your order off fast enough, you could get entered in on a pullback when you shouldn't be getting in. So gold's a little dangerous to trade when it's too jumpy, whereas some of these other markets like the Russell's not that bad, crude oil's not that bad. All right, let me get into it anyway. We had, well, all my trades were back here. And we ended, where did we end on gold? Up 14. Okay. This was our first trade on gold. We got short in here. We took, I think, just a little bit of profit here. And you can see it just crashed right there. That would have been a huge move right there. $300 a contract, roughly. There was an opportunity to get long here and there. And we missed those. We got short over here. We stopped out. We got long in here. Nothing. No profit. We watched this happen, and by the time we got the up close, there was no divergence left, so we didn't trade anything in there. Missed this short trade right down here. Now, we were looking for the down close below the trend line right there. Okay, that's what we were looking for, and we did get it. Bullish cross here, tested the BBC with an up close. That was a nice opportunity that I missed. And I got I got long over here and got stopped out again. Then, in here, we missed the long opportunity here. I would have gotten a break even on the trade, but I drew that box in there and I said we needed to get through that level to continue the trend. You can see over here, we did get through it, and the trend did move up. So there was a lot of opportunity in there. Then I won a couple of trades in here. I got this one, and this one. All three of those trades were winning trades toward the end of the morning session. I missed this one. I missed this one. Now, on the way up here, you're probably saying, oh, well, there was a long trade right in here. This was a little follow-up. You probably could have jumped in right there if you really wanted to. It's not really a trade setup because we lost a divergence in there. In here, everything got really choppy, and there was really no opportunity to do anything in here. It got choppy, and then it moved up a little, and then it got choppy again. There was really no opportunity to get in there. When it turned here, well, this was all during the break was right in here. There was a long there, a long there, a long here, a long here. And then we get into the 12 o'clock time when Dwayne started talking and things started really moving around fast. There was a long there, a long right there. Nothing right in here. Okay, there was a long trade right here. And nothing here on the short side. Over here, this down close was a short trade. Went for about 8 ticks. Turned around. Had an up close right here, but you need an up close above the trend line, which would have been right there. So that would have stopped you out if you took that trade. Now, this was all during the time Dwayne was talking, okay? Long trade right in here worked out, or it would have worked out. No. That's it. There's more trades in here, but it's all hindsight, so, it's not like I took those trades or I even watched those trades. But I would rather show you things that I did in real time than show you things in hindsight, okay? The soybeans, we didn't have any trades there on soybeans today. There was one that set up after the morning session, right here, this up close, set up right after the morning session. That was it. Let's see, I'm going to show you something else. I traded copper, I'll show you that one. I shorted copper over here this morning and I stopped out minus 8 ticks on the copper. Okay, and this is the dollar index. Now you're going to see me talk about the dollar index, I think. You're going to see me talk about the dollar index. I just started looking at it today and we shorted up here and it took forever for this thing. It took, for me, this is 20 minutes. It took forever for me for this thing to give me a break-even trade. But we shorted up there and you can see there were a bunch of opportunities here on the dollar index, and just look at what it did while all that was happening with the ES. Look at what happened to the dollar. Let me blow it up a little bit, and just to give you an idea of the value of these things. Let's just say right here. We had a short trade right in here. All right. This down close right here was at 81.935. 81.935. That dropped. That was 11:50.22. So in 39 seconds, that dropped from all the way up here at, where did I say it was? The down close was 30. Let's just say it's 30. Let's just say it's 40 because I like round numbers. Right, 940, we'll say, because I like round numbers. Or we could say it's 930 because I like round numbers. It dropped from 930 down to 685. That's 15, and 30, that's 45 times 5. Whatever that is, 45, sorry, 225, right? $225 per contract in 39 seconds right there. And you can see it did it again. Here was another entry right here, and another one right here, and another one right here, and even another one right there. So you had a bunch of opportunity here. Now, my problem with the dollar index this morning was that it wasn't moving at all. So I stopped looking at it after a little while. I did take one trade on it, and then we stopped looking at it after that. But you can see it doesn't matter what market it is. What we're doing just works across all markets. All right. All right. With that, I am going to wrap up the morning session, or not the morning session. I already wrapped up the morning session. I'm going to wrap up my recap of the morning session. If you've taken the free trial with us, or you're on the free trial with us, you should have all the information that it takes to become a partner in your inbox. Okay, you should have it in your inbox. If you do not, and you want to know what it takes to become a partner, send us a quick email at support@cfrn.net. That's support@cfrn.net. Just put partner info in the header, and we'll get that information out to you as soon as we can. If you are on the free trial and you do have that information already, you've gotten an email from us that says what it takes. If you got just a short email reminder and you didn't see the initial email that went out, that's got all the detail in it. If you just got a little reminder email and you want to see the initial email that's got all the detail in it, send us a quick email. Just say partner info in the header, but send it to support@cfrn.net, and we'll get that out to you. Okay. There is a partners meeting tonight. You must be a partner to get in there. And I'm just looking at the Russell right now with what's right in front of us right now. There was another 10, 14. 20, this is about another 20 ticks, even more than that, about another 30 ticks. And what I'm looking at right there in the information that I'm going to pass to you tonight. All right. With that, I am going to wrap up the morning session, the recap of the morning session, and we'll head out to Vegas. All right.